So I'm at the Kinley Hotel, Chattanooga here on the Southside, and we're going to be talking with artist Anna Carll, who is the artist in residence right now, and we are in what's called the Exchange. It is the front coffee shop lounge of the hotel. It's right off of, we're right across from the choo-choo and the parking garage, and this piece you see behind me is a very large piece, so we're going to talk to Anna about what it is, how she did it, and what it represents.
Magnolia Story pod weaving number 195, and basically the intent behind this piece is through the tending of my 70-foot magnolia tree in my yard, and it's that life cycle, the way that the tree blooms, the pod in the center of the bloom that explodes the seeds out into the yard to create new magnolia trees. And then when that pod falls from the tree and lands and hardens. And so the botanical shapes of this piece behind me is all based on those pods and then the seed shapes that happen as they kind of deteriorate. And since my tree overhangs the street on a busy corner in Highland Park, a lot of them get flattened and they get changed in shape. And so I like to add all kinds of different types of shapes within those botanicals. That intention is what goes into this process. So the process itself is 300-pound watercolor paper that is put together in paper columns and 30 by 40 size sheets. This piece took 8 of those. So there's 4 across, top and bottom, to make the paper columns. Then they're laid flat on my studio floor, and I start spilling dyes and acrylic paints and inks across that surface, a lot of alcohol ink, and getting those kind of chaos colors going across the surface. The metallics go on last so that they'll kind of sit on top of those inks. You let that process dry, then they go up on my panel wall, and I start painting out the background and pulling out those botanical shapes, working in the negative space. Once that's done and the background's painted in, I actually cut the paper into strips, rearrange it on my panel wall, and mix and match those background colors from the columns, so it goes from a white background to a peach background to a cream background, and so on. And I also am mixing the ink colors from the different botanical shapes to create all of that beautiful color within it. And then once that happens, then I start doing the weft pieces. And those are the horizontal pieces that weave through and actually help to create the structure of the weaving. Once that's done, I use a tool called a Japanese screw punch, which has these metal bits, different size holes, and I actually punch holes all along those weft strips. Then I stitch the whole thing together with Irish linen waxed thread. So it is a major endeavor, major process that happens on this. This piece took 4 months to create, and it is 6 feet by 11 feet. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.